Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to give it a second for y'all to join in, even though this one too is pre recorded, but it's all good. It's all good. You can still do shout outs and good days and make your comments. I love reading your comments. And just to clarify, Julia said, is it whole, Hole, or whole, Whole? So what I was talking about was wholeness, Whole. And we're going to talk about that some more today. So thank you all for your comments. And we are in a new series that we started yesterday called Integral. Integral, like integration, like wholeness. Wholeness, wholeness. And so I want to remind you of the definition that we're working with. Consisting or comprised of parts that work together. No, consisting or comprised of parts that work, that I keep wanting to say work for some reason. Comprised of parts that together constitute a whole. Together, all the parts constitute a whole. The whole. Whole. And the whole that we're talking about is us, the wholeness that we are, right? And the components of the wholeness of what we are is what we're talking about. Are all of the components of that which we are embedded, embodied, experienced as our quality of God? That is the question at hand. Is everything that you're doing, all that you're being, your quality of God, right? So if you don't have a quality of God, you had homework to do, which was to connect with your quality of God. Many of you already have it, selected it at the beginning of the year, right? And so you know that my quality of God that I'm working with is joy. And even when I try to say, okay, let's see if there's another quality that I need to work with, joy was still there. And so I took that as a sign to do what? To go deeper with that quality, right? And so we are fast approaching 2022, y'all, which I'm like, what? I just realized, y'all, that Friday is my birthday. Now, this is a big thing because I start talking about my birthday like a month in advance. And today it just dawned on me, or maybe it was yesterday, that Friday is my birthday, October 1st. And those of you who know me know I celebrate all month long. But that also indicated to me we're in the last quarter of 2021, right? And this is the time that I really start to do inventory. I really start to look at all of the year, just kind of review it in my mind, see where the peaks and valleys were. I assess my learnings. I really start to do an assessment because I want to start to prepare myself for the new calendar year, 2022. Not to create resolutions or anything like that, but to start planting the seed for what I want to experience in the new year, just like I did for 2021. And so you'll know that for 2021, I came in with the prayer of Jabez talking about increase my territory. And that is exactly what I experienced for 2021. My territory has increased significantly, right? And so we know that when we put something out in the universe, right, and we become that which we are putting out, that it will manifest. It will manifest because that is the way the law works. So we want to put out in the universe the wholeness of that which we are, right? Not bits and pieces. We want to put out the wholeness. But what we want to make sure about of the parts, the aspects of ourselves, that they're all in alignment, right? That they're all in alignment with our quality, with our essence that we have been cultivating, leaning into, anchoring ourselves in all year long, right? All year long. And if we don't quite have it in one aspect of our lives, that's okay. That is okay, right? Because we know where we need to spend some time, right? We know where we need to focus ourselves. Yes? We know where we might need to do like some extra prayer work or some extra writing or some extra getting some clarity or some extra visioning around those aspects that are not there yet, right? That are not there yet. But guess what? In the mind of God, in the mind of God, it is. It is. We just got to catch up with God's idea, right? And we do that by being in the wholeness that we are, being in the integration, in the integral that we already are. Yes? Comprise of parts that together constitute a whole. That's what we've been doing all year long, right? So my deepening with joy is the realization and unifying myself with the truth that joy is the fruit of spirit. Joy is the fruit of spirit, right? And so contained in that fruit are seeds. So this is the extraordinary thing that I learned being out in the forest last week in Oregon amongst the trees. And so somebody was sharing that they were out and they were sitting on a log and leaves were swirling. They were falling from the trees, swirling. When they fell in a swirl like that, like a spiral, right? All these leaves just spiraling down, right, in a certain way. And what I didn't know, so these were maple trees that were doing this, the leaves were doing this. And what I didn't know that within that are seeds. Within it are seeds swirling in these leaves. The leaves contain seeds, right? And so they're swirling down. And where are they falling to? They're falling to the ground. And what's happening to them? They're going to be planted, right? The way that the soil starts to welcome the seed, right? It encompasses the wholeness of the seed. And over time, right, in the darkness, it gets all the nutrients it needs. And we're going to have another maple tree somewhere down the line, right? And so that got me to thinking, right, that we too are swirling. We're constantly swirling, right? Though sometimes you just feel like you're swirling around, right? Sometimes it could feel like a tornado, right? And sometimes it could feel like the eye of the tornado, right? It's all this stuff is happening, but within you're still. Or you can have the experience, all these things are happening, and you're in all these things are happening. You're caught up in the swirl, right? But the seeds are still there, right? The seeds are still there. The wholeness of the seed is still there, being planted within us again, so that we could take root again and again and again and again, right? And what's taking root is all the aspects of ourselves coming into integration, coming into wholeness again, right? Can't you just see that? Oh, I could see it. Like when I close my eyes, I could see the leaves swirling around. And then I imagine that's me, right? With my seeds of joy, right? or my seeds of abundance, my seeds of love, my seeds of kindness, my seeds of connection, my seeds of bliss, right? Whatever your quality of God is, imagine it swirling within you, right? Swirling within you, descending from the heavens. Yes? Descending from the heavens and swirling within you, within your soul, your spirit, your mind, your body, the essence of who you are, and planting itself right where you are. Right where you are. Joy is right where I am. Why? Because I am joy. That's what we've been affirming, right? Or I am that I am. Whatever your quality is, that is what that's what we planted for 2021. Seeds of our quality. And now it's time, right? Now it's time to see the seeds coming into fruition. And that's just simply taking an inventory, right? Taking an inventory. Maybe there's some pruning that needs to happen, right? Sometimes when you have a plant, in order for it to grow, you have to prune it, right? There might be some things we need to cut off so that we can grow some more. Yes? Maybe we need a bigger pot, right? So that we could spread out more, give ourselves some more room for the moreness that is seeking to come through us. Yes? Whew. Yes, yes. That wasn't what I just, that wasn't nothing that I had planned on saying. I just want to know that right now. Hey, when God says say this, I say it. That's what I do. That's what I do. So that was just a download right there, right? So, question. This was the question I had. 1, what seeds are swirling within you? The answer is your quality of God, right? So no one has to think about what the answer is. You got the answer. Don't act like you don't. You know the answer, your quality of God. Question, is your quality of God swirling within you with seeds that are taking root in all aspects of your life? That's a yes or no question. Is it? Yes. Yes. We're going to say yes. Yes. Right? And if you feel like it isn't, then take a pause, do an inventory, see where you are, right? Like really unpack your life. What's working and what needs some work, right? Without any judgment. We're just witnessing ourselves. That's all we're doing, observing, taking inventory so that we can make whatever course corrections we feel that we need to make. No judgment, right? Whatever path you're on right now, stop, assess. Is this the path? Is this the path? The answer is yes. No matter what path you're on, the answer is yes. Because there is something for us. There's something for us. As those leaves swirl down, right? And I just imagine them approaching the ground, right? They're not saying, "Oh no, I don't want to drop in that spot right there. I want to go all the way over there." No, no. They're trusting the universe. They're trusting Mother Nature will plant them exactly where they need to be. It's the same thing with us. It's the same thing with us, to trust that this swirl will land us exactly where we need to be, in the wholeness of our soul, in the wholeness of the soil, right? In the wholeness of the soil, which is our soul. Yes. And we have everything that we need because the seeds that are planted are wholeness already. And we get to see the fruits of the seeds once they blossom. And then we could check and see, this is my quality of joy. This is my quality of love. And I get to pick it and place it in all aspects of my life, like a seasoning. All right. All right. So that's the journey, y'all. That's the work. That's the path. That's what we get to do. That's what we get to do. Okay. So we're going to keep it going tomorrow. We'll keep it going tomorrow. So all you're doing today, we're adding on. You got your quality of God, right? Whatever that is. You've been working on it all year. You've been working with it. You are it, right? I am that quality. And now you're just going to take a inventory. Start taking an inventory today. This aspect of my life, does it have the feeling tone of my quality? Am I being that in this aspect of my life? Because we're working with the whole. And so the whole thing needs to be your quality. And you need to be your quality in the whole thing, right? That's the journey. All right, y'all. All right. So that's what we're doing. And as we do that, what are we doing? We're living life in joy, connected to our yes. That yes is swirling around. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. Okay. So this Sunday, the next episode of Living Life in Joy. And let me just say, if you missed this past Sunday, Sekou was the host and Fee King was the guest, and they had a wonderful conversation about this very thing, about wholeness, right? About wholeness. And they wrapped up our theme for September, which was love. This Sunday, Lisa Coffey is our guest. I will be the host. And she is an author, a singer, songwriter, and she just completed a double album. That's what I was trying to remember to say. A double album that is a rock opera. A rock opera. I can't wait to get into that with her. So that is on this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. And then at 11:30, we continue with service. And the theme for October is going further together. I like that. Going further together. And I'll be talking about the divine community. The divine community. And so you'll know my congregation of joy. You'll know you're my divine community. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday at 11:30. rocklandcsl.org is where you can tune in. You can also come on in person at 32 Old Tappan Road in Tappan, New York. All that information is on our website. Then save the date for the next meditation with the moon. It's the new moon in October 6th. We are going to do it at 11 p.m. Eastern Time again. So we did the full moon. This last full moon we did at 11 p.m. It was great. It felt good. So we're going to do it again. October 6th, 11 p.m. right here on New Thought Media Network. Wherever you're watching me now, that's where we'll be doing it. And then afterwards, we have our after party on Zoom. And we just get to share about the experience, fellowship, get to know each other a little better, see each other if we want to be on camera, and just have a good time with each other. So please save the date, October 6th, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And I haven't been talking about my joy stuff. So all things joy is available on my Etsy store, the joy mugs and the joy shirts, the Living Life in Joy and Connect to Your Yes is coming. Fall is coming, y'all. So get those long sleeve Connect to Your Yes and Living Life in Joy long sleeve shirts. Get your mugs, and especially get your Joy, Joy, Joy socks, because that joy item, 100% of the proceeds goes to the Hero Ministries to support the organizations who are providing services to the unhoused. So please don't forget about that. 100% of the proceeds, Joy, Joy, Joy socks. All right? All right. So I wanted to mention that again. Etsy stores where you can find all of that. Let me check in with Sekou. How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why that caught me off guard. I know you're gonna check in with me. I don't know why. I was like, oh shoot. So 2 things stood out to me. Even before you said that was a download, I was like, is she on? Is that what she wrote down? She's not looking at the cards. I feel like this might be a download. And sure enough, you said that it was a download. And I was just enjoying the fact that you were so in the flow. And like, again, that you trusted Spirit to speak through you and as you, and you would just, I got to use the word, you were connected to your joy. Like, from the outside looking in, I was like, oh, she's connected. She's connected. I don't know what's happening, but she's connected, right? It was really interesting to see. It was more energy than when we were talking in the green room before the show. It's like, This is what connects you. This is what plugs you in. This is what gets you activated. And it's so great to be in connection with that thing, whatever that thing is. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. Connect to your yes. And what you said already is kind of like the flip side of that. Like it's complementary in a way. Like Fee and I talked about the fact that we do so many things, and so we got that swirl, and you got to trust that it's all coming together. That's going to land in the right place and grow the right tree. But it's because we're doing so many things, and so it's just nice to see you being so clearly connected to your yes and how it activates you in the moment. That's the thing.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, I'll take all of that. Thank you, Sekou. All right, y'all. So there you have it. Please do your work. Be gentle with yourself as you do your inventory, right? Kindness. Be kind to yourself. All right. So I will see you all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Remember, peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.